Welcome back our socials at KBC Channel 1. The Nairobi County government says that it's struggling to service 16 billion shillings pending bills left behind by the Nairobi Metropolitan Services when it ceased operations. Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, who appeared before the Senate Public Accounts Committee, says despite the county remitting 43 billion shillings to the Major General Mohammed Badi-led NMS during its tenure, the county was left with a huge bill accrued at that time, and it is scrutinizing those bills.
The ceiling of offices in Nairobi.
The Auditor General raised 55 audit queries for Nairobi County Government for the financial years 2020-2021 to 2021-2022, where it was established that out of the 27 billion shillings allocated to the devolved unit, 16 billion shillings went to the Nairobi Metropolitan Service NMS at the time, and the funds cannot be accounted for or how they were spent.
Now, 11 billion out of 28 billion is something in the range of what? Is that 40%? That's almost 40% of what Nairobi received went to the Nairobi Metropolitan Service. The 11 billion that went to the Nairobi Metropolitan Service, we do not have an audit report on that 11 billion.
The total amount that Nairobi County government sent to NMS was 27 billion. And then after that, a pending bill of 16 billion. So Nairobians need to be told how 43 billion was spent in 2 years.
Members of the Senate Public Accounts Committee suggested that the NMS management team, led by the former Director General Major General Mohammed Badi, be summoned to answer several other audit queries raised by the Auditor General, who is set to scrutinize how the funds were used by the entity.
We have directed the Auditor General to lay the financial statements or the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of the presidency before the Senate, so that the Senate can interrogate the utilization of the 11 billion.
There was an attempt to push these pending bills to Nairobi County government. And we said these outstanding liabilities incurred by entity at the national level should not and cannot be pushed to the county government, despite the constitutional responsibility remaining with us.
I would like to have the people who are responsible for NMS to just come and tell us what actually happened with NMS. Because this issue is not as simple as every time we are talking about for the last 2 years.
The accounting officer of the presidency will need to appear before this committee, but the chief executive officer of Nairobi City County Executive, in this case the governor, to whom constitutional responsibility for performance of those functions rests, will also need to accompany the accounting officer of the presidency.
Abdiaziz Hashim for Prime Edition.